has felt it. It's time to move into the next level of God's plan for your life, church. I came here to tell you something today. Not to entertain you, has been not to tickle your ears, has felt it. Not to make you feel comfortable, but to announce that it's time to move into the next level of God's plan for your life, has felt it. You've been circling the same mountain long enough. You've been sitting in the same place, praying the same prayers, singing the same songs, has felt it. Fighting the same battles and expecting something to shift. But I came to declare the shift is not going to come while you sit in comfort, has felt it. The shift will come when you step into obedience. Some of you have been wondering, God has felt it. When is my season coming? But what you need to understand is that your season is not waiting on God. God has already prepared the season, has felt it. It's you he's waiting on. He's waiting for you to break free from the chains of comfort, the trap of fear, and the prison of the familiar, has felt it. I feel this for somebody. You've been standing at the edge of your promise, but fear has kept you on the wrong side of the river, has felt it. And God is saying, this is not the time to back down. This is not the time to play it safe, has felt it. This is the time to cross over. Listen to me. Every next level of God's plan for your life will require a next level of faith, has felt it. You cannot step into tomorrow's destiny with yesterday's courage, has felt it. You cannot walk into a new door while still holding on the handle of the old one, has felt it. The children of Israel wandered for 40 years in the wilderness, not because God wasn't ready to take them into the promised land, has felt it, but because they weren't ready to leave where they were. God can't take you forward if you keep looking backward, has felt it. God can't pour new wine onto old wineskins. You've got to make room for the new thing he's doing, has felt it. Somebody in here is about to walk into a season where everything changes, has felt it. But I'm going to warn you, when you get ready to step into the next level, the enemy will fight you harder than he's ever fought you before, has felt it. Because the closer you get to destiny, the greater the resistance. And here's the thing, has felt it. Many people mistake resistance for a sign that they're on the wrong path. No, resistance is proof that you're on the right one, has felt it. If the devil is fighting you, it's because he knows what's about to be released in your life if you keep moving. I don't know who this is for, has felt it, but you've been through some things in the last season that nearly broke you. The warfare was intense. The losses were heavy. The tears were real, has felt it. And you thought, maybe I'm done. Maybe this is all there is. But God sent me to tell you, that was not the end. That was preparation, has felt it. That was training ground. That was God strengthening your faith muscles, shaping your character, and deepening your trust in him, has felt it. Because what's coming next will require everything you learned in the last season. You see, the wilderness is not punishment. It's preparation, has felt it. When God wants to take you to a place you've never been, he will strip you of everything you cannot carry into that place, has felt it. And sometimes it means losing relationships, losing comfort, losing security, has felt it. Because you cannot possess the promise while still holding on to Egypt. Some of you are still praying for God to open a door, has felt it. But he's waiting for you to let go of the baggage that's too heavy for the next level. That relationship, that habit, has felt it. That mindset, it's not that God doesn't want to bless you. It's that he loves you too much to let you sabotage your own destiny, has felt it. And here's the truth. The next level will cost you. It will cost you sleep. It will cost you friends. It will cost you comfort, has felt it. It will cost you the approval of people. But hear me, has felt it. The cost of staying where you are is far greater than the cost of going where God is calling you. We love the idea of God's plan, has felt it. But we don't always love the process of God's plan. We want resurrection without crucifixion. We want the crown without the cross, has felt it. But every next level comes with a cross to carry. And if you're willing to carry it, There's a glory waiting on the other side. Has felt it. Let me tell you, God's plan for your life is not small. It's not mediocre. It's not average. The Bible says he is able to do exceedingly, has felt it, abundantly above all that we ask or think. That means your wildest dream is still too small compared to what he wants to do. Has felt it. But if you're going to see it, you've got to move. You can't wait for perfect conditions. You can't wait until you feel ready. Has felt it. You've got to step out while the waters are still raging, trusting that God will part them when your feet hit the river. Has felt. I know what some of you are thinking, but I don't have the resources. I don't have the connections. Has felt it. I don't have the strength. And God is saying, perfect. Because when you can't, I can. When you're weak, my strength is made perfect. Has felt it. When you don't have enough, has felt it. I am your more than enough. The next level of God's plan is never about what you can do. It's about what he can do through you. Has felt it. All he needs is your yes. All he needs is your willingness to leave the familiar and trust him with the unknown. Has felt it. Some of you are standing in the doorway of destiny, but you haven't stepped through because you're afraid of what you'll lose. Has felt it. Let me tell you something. Whatever you lose in obedience to God, he will replace with something greater. Job lost everything, but in the end has felt it. God restored him double. Peter left his nets, but he gained a world-changing ministry. Paul lost his status, has felt it, but he gained a crown that will never fade away. The question is, do you trust him enough to leave the nets? Has felt it. Do you trust him enough to walk away from the safe place, knowing that the next level is waiting on the other side of your obedience? Has felt it. I want to speak prophetically into somebody's spirit. Your time in the wilderness is over. You've been tested. You've been tried. Has felt it. You've been refined in the fire. And now God is saying, it's time to move. The manna is stopping. The cloud is moving. Has felt it. The season is shifting. And if you stay where you are, you will starve where God meant for you to overflow. Has felt it. This next level will require you to silence the voices around you that don't believe in the vision God gave you. Has felt it. When Joshua was about to take the people into the promised land, God told him, be strong and courageous. Why? Has felt it. Because courage is contagious, but so is fear. You can't carry fearful voices into a faith fight. Has felt it. Some people are not bad people. They're just not your people for this season. And you need the wisdom to know the difference. Has felt it. Because the wrong voice in your ear can talk you out of the very thing God has called you into. Has felt it. And don't expect everybody to clap for you when you move into the next level. Some people liked you better when you were struggling. Has felt it. Because it made them feel comfortable in their own complacency. But when you start walking in purpose, it exposes their lack of movement. Has felt it. You have to decide, are you living for the applause of people or for the approval of God? Because if you live for their applause, has felt it, you will die by their rejection. But if you live for his approval, you will walk in peace no matter who walks away. Has felt it. Here's what I need you to understand. God's plan for your life is not just about blessing you. It's about using you to bless others. Has felt it. When God told Abraham, I will bless you, he didn't stop there. He said, I will bless you. Has felt it. And you will be a blessing. The next level is not just about your breakthrough. It's about the breakthrough of everyone connected to you. Has felt it. When you step into your calling, somebody else gets free. When you walk in your assignment, somebody else finds hope. Has felt it. Your obedience is the key to someone else's deliverance. Has felt it. And that's why the enemy fights you so hard, because he knows it's not just about you. So here's my question. What's holding you back? Has felt it. What fear, what doubt, what insecurity has chained you to the same place for too long? Because I came to declare the chains are breaking today. Has felt it. The fear is being silenced today. The doubt is being destroyed today. God is calling you to the next level. The door is open. The way is made, has felt it. Every anointing is here, but you've got to move. You've got to step out of the boat, even if the wind is blowing and the waves are high, has felt it. Because the miracle doesn't happen while you're sitting, it happens while you're stepping. This is not the season to shrink back, has felt it. This is the season to advance. This is the season to expand. This is the season to walk boldly into every promise God has spoken over your life, has felt it. I dare you to believe again. I dare you to dream again. I dare you to pray big prayers again. I dare you to walk like the promise is already yours, has felt it. Because it is. Child of God, the next level is calling. And when you look back years from now, has felt it. You will see that the moment you decided to move was the moment everything changed. You will see that obedience opened doors that talent never could, has felt it. You will see that faith carried you places fear could never reach. So today, I challenge you, step into it, walk into it, move into it, has felt it. Because it's time to move into the next level of God's plan for your life. Faith is not a feeling you carry when things are easy, has felt it. Faith is the power you hold on to when the ground under your feet is shaking and the sky above your head looks dark, has felt it. The next level God has prepared for your life is not a place you can step into with the same faith that got you through the last one, has felt it. Yesterday's faith was enough for yesterday's battles, but the enemy you're about to face, the assignment you're about to carry, has felt it. And the territory you're about to possess requires something greater. God is calling you to trust him in ways you have never trusted him before, has felt it. It is no longer about believing when you can see. It is about believing when you cannot see anything at all, has felt it. When the children of Israel were standing before the Jordan River, God did not part the waters before they moved, has felt it. He told the priests to step into the water first. That's what this season is for you, has felt it. God is telling you to put your foot in before the miracle happens, to speak the word before the manifestation appears, to take the step before the path is visible. That's the kind of faith that opens the next level. The truth is, has felt it. The next level is not designed to be comfortable. It's not designed to fit into your logic or align with your limited understanding, has felt it. God deliberately makes it bigger than your ability so that you have no choice but to rely on him, has felt it. You can't step into your next season using the same small thinking that kept you safe in your last one. Safe faith is not enough anymore, has felt it. This is not the time for cautious prayers or timid action. This is the time to pray like you've already won, to walk like the door is already open, has felt it, to move like the victory is already in your hands, has felt it. God is stretching you because what's ahead requires a boldness you have never walked in before. And you need to understand that faith at this level will be tested, has felt it. It will be tested through delays, through opposition, through moments where it looks like nothing is happening, has felt it. God will let you walk through seasons where the only thing holding you up is the word he gave you. No confirmation, no sign, no applause, has felt it. Just his word. And that's where he watches to see if you truly believe him or if you were only trusting him as long as it was easy, has felt it. The next level of faith is forged in silence, in uncertainty, in the waiting. That's when you learn to stand without wavering, has felt it. To keep praising when the walls haven't fallen, to keep building when the rain hasn't come, to keep walking when the sea hasn't split, has felt it. Because faith is not proven by what you say you believe, has felt it. It's proven by what you keep doing when it looks like belief isn't working. This kind of faith will make people question you, has felt it. They will look at you and wonder why you're moving forward when there's no visible reason to move, has felt it. Every winner has felt it. They will think you've lost your mind because you're building something they can't see, has felt it. But that's the beauty of it. It's not for them to see. God gave the vision to you, not to them, has felt it. And the next level requires you to be okay with looking foolish in the eyes of those who cannot see what God has spoken, has felt it. You've got to have the kind of faith that says, I don't need your confirmation, has felt it. I have his command. Because the people who walk into the next level are the ones who act on the word, has felt it. Even if they're the only ones acting on it, when you step into the next level of faith, has felt it. You begin to understand that it's not about waiting for things to be perfect before you move. If you wait for perfect conditions, has felt it. You will stay where you are forever. The breakthrough happens when you step into the unknown with absolute trust in the one who called you, has felt it. That's when mountains move. That's when waters part. That's when the impossible becomes reality, has felt it. And the reason God is demanding a higher level of faith from you is because the place he is taking you to cannot be reached by human strategy alone. It requires a supernatural push, has felt it. And that push comes from believing him when everything in you says it doesn't. Matterness is the place where God takes everything that is not built on him and strips it away so that what remains is pure, has felt it, unshakable and ready to carry the weight of destiny. It is never meant to be a place of punishment, though it may feel like it, has felt it. It is the training ground where your faith is refined, your dependence on God is deepened, and your heart is aligned with his will. In the wilderness, has felt it. You learn lessons that the comfort of abundance could never teach you. You learn how to survive when resources are scarce, has felt it. How to hear his voice when there is no crowd to affirm you, how to keep walking when you don't know how long the journey will be, has felt it. This is where God builds warriors, not tourists, has felt it. Every wilderness is where the soft edges of complacency are cut away and the steel of perseverance is forged. Without the wilderness, has felt it, you wouldn't have the discipline to maintain the blessing or the humility to handle the promotion. So many people misinterpret the wilderness as a sign that God has forgotten them, has felt it. But in reality, it is often the clearest sign that he is preparing them for something greater, has felt it. Israel could not go straight from Egypt to the promised land because they were not ready to handle the freedom and responsibility that came with it, has felt it. They needed time to unlearn the mentality of slaves and embrace the identity of heirs, has felt it. You can't just walk into destiny carrying the chains of your past, even if those chains are invisible, has felt it. God will use the wilderness to break mindsets, to dismantle fears, and to teach you that your security comes from him alone, has felt it. When the manna falls from heaven and the water flows from a rock, you realize that provision does not come from your own hand, but from his, has felt it. And when you have learned that lesson in the dry place, has felt it, you carry it with you into the land of abundance. The wilderness also teaches obedience in a way that prosperity never could, has felt it. When you are in the wilderness, you cannot afford to ignore the instructions of God. Your survival depends on following his guidance precisely, has felt it. He may lead you to rest when you want to move, or to move when you want to rest, has felt it. And you have to trust that his timing is perfect even when it makes no sense to your natural mind, has felt it. This kind of training is critical because in the next level, disobedience can cost more than you are willing to pay, has felt it. The habits of obedience you form in the wilderness become the foundation for the victories you will see in the promised land, has felt it. If you can obey him when it's dry and barren, you can obey him when it's flowing with milk and honey. The wilderness is also a place of exposure, has felt it. It reveals what's in your heart without the distractions of comfort. The real you comes to the surface. Your faith, your fears, your attitudes, has felt it. Your doubts, they all rise up in the silence of the desert. And this is not to shame you, but to heal you, has felt it. God allows the wilderness to bring up the things that need to be dealt with before you enter into the fullness of his promise, has felt it. Because if those issues are not addressed, they will sabotage your destiny when you get there. The wilderness may feel like it's delaying you, has been reality, has felt it. Every winner has felt it. It's protecting you from destroying yourself at the next level. Some of the most powerful encounters with God happen in the wilderness, because that's when you're stripped of everything else you thought you needed. Has felt it. Every winner has felt it. That's when you discover that his presence is enough, his voice is enough, his word is enough. And when you come out of that place, has felt it, you are not the same person who went in. You are stronger, more focused, more anchored in his truth. Has felt it, you are prepared for the blessings and battles of the next level in a way you never could have been without the fire of the wilderness shaping you. Resistance is not a sign that you are failing. Has felt it. It is often the clearest confirmation that you are moving in the right direction. The enemy does not waste resources on people who are going nowhere. Has felt it. He intensifies his attacks when he sees you getting closer to the place God has called you to occupy. When you begin to step out in faith. Has felt it. When you start making moves toward purpose, when you set your eyes on the promise, you become a threat to the kingdom of darkness. Has felt it. And the closer you get, the more desperate the resistance becomes. It's like a storm that grows more violent as you near the shore. Has felt it. Trying to push you back into open waters. This is why some of your hardest battles have come right after you made the decision to obey God. Has felt it. It's not that you took the wrong step. Has felt it. It's that you took the right one and hell took notice. You need to understand that resistance is part of the process. Has felt it. Every door worth walking through has a giant standing in front of it. Every promise worth possessing has an obstacle guarding it. Has felt it. And those obstacles are not there to stop you. They are there to prove to you that what you are pursuing is worth fighting for. If it were easy, has felt it. It would not require faith. If it were simple, it would not shape your character. God uses resistance the way a trainer uses weights in a gym. Has felt it. The pressure builds strength. The opposition develops without resistance. Your faith muscles remain weak, untested. Has felt it. And unable to handle the weight of the next level. So when you encounter resistance, don't assume God is saying no. Has felt it. Sometimes he is saying grow. The enemy's strategy in resistance is to wear you down before you reach the breakthrough. Has felt it. He hopes that the pressure will make you quit prematurely, that the constant pushback will convince you that the promise isn't real. Has felt it. That's why you have to recognize the difference between a closed door and a door that's locked but can be opened with persistence. Has felt it. Too many people give up because the first knock didn't work, not realizing that sometimes you have to knock until your knuckles bleed. Has felt it. You have to pray until the answer comes. You have to stand until the wall falls. You have to keep moving until the way is made clear. Has felt it. Resistance is not an indicator to retreat. Has felt it. It's an invitation to press in harder. You will also find that resistance often comes disguised in the voices of people. Has felt it. Sometimes it's the criticism of those who don't understand your vision. Sometimes it's the doubt of those who fear change. Has felt it. And sometimes it's the outright opposition of those who feel threatened by your obedience. Has felt it. This is why you cannot afford to build your confidence on human approval. If you rely on their encouragement to keep going, has felt it, you will quit the moment their words turn against you. Your confidence must be rooted in the word God spoke to you. Has felt it. That word is your anchor when resistance is raging. That word is your compass when the path is unclear. Has felt it. That word is your weapon when the battle feels too heavy. The truth is the presence of resistance means that something valuable is on the other side. Has felt it. Thieves don't break into empty houses. The enemy is not fighting you over where you've been. He's fighting you over where you're going. Has felt it. And if you can push through the resistance, if you can refuse to back down when everything is pushing against you, has felt it, you will discover that the very force trying to stop you becomes the thing that strengthens you. Resistance shapes resilience. Has felt it. And resilience is what carries you into the next level without breaking under the weight of what you've been given. There comes a point in the journey with God where moving forward is impossible without first letting go. Has felt it. We often think of elevation as only about gaining more, but an advancement often begins with subtraction. Has felt it. God will call you to release things that have been part of your life for years. Not because they were all bad, has felt it, but because they are no longer part of where he is taking you. The people, the habits, has felt it. The mindsets that fit your last season may be a hindrance in your next one. Has felt it. You can't run toward destiny with your hands full of what God has told you to put down. Letting go is not a loss, it's a seed. Has felt it. It feels like something is leaving you, but in truth, you are making space for something greater to arrive. Many times. Has felt it. We hold on because of familiarity. Even when something is no longer producing life, we cling to it because it's what we know. Has felt it. But the familiar can be a trap. The children of Israel longed to go back to Egypt, not because it was better, but because it was known. Has felt it. They forgot the chains because they missed the routine. Has felt it. That's the danger of staying attached to what God has called you to leave. You start romanticizing the bondage. Has felt it. God's plan will require you to break ties with things that once brought comfort, but now block growth. Has felt it. Sometimes that means stepping away from relationships that can't handle your calling. Has felt it. Sometimes it means changing environments that no longer align with your purpose. Has felt it. And sometimes it means challenging the internal beliefs that have kept you small. Letting go is not always about people or possessions. Often. Has felt it. It's about releasing versions of yourself that can't survive in the next level. The insecure you, the fearful you, has felt it. The people pleasing you, they cannot walk where God is calling you. Elevation demands transformation. Has felt it. God will not promote a version of you that still clings to the chains of the past. And transformation is not comfortable. It will stretch you. Has felt it. Strip you and sometimes break your heart. Has felt it. But on the other side of that breaking is the freedom to move forward without the weight of what once was. There will also be times when God removes things without your permission. Has felt it. Opportunities will close. People will walk away. Doors will shut that you thought would always be open. And in those moments, has felt it. You will be tempted to fight to hold on. But you must learn to discern when God's hand is in the subtraction. Has felt it. When he takes something from your life, it's never to leave you empty. It's to position you for something better. Has felt it. If you try to drag the old into the new, you will end up delaying your own progress. Has felt it. The blessing meant for this season will not fit into the container of the last one. One of the greatest acts of faith is releasing your grip on what you can see for the sake of what you cannot yet see. Has felt it. Letting go is trust in motion. It's saying, God has felt it. I believe that what you have ahead is worth more than what I am leaving behind. And until you reach that place of surrender, has felt it, you will find yourself circling the same territory, asking God for new levels while refusing to leave the old ones. The truth is, has felt it. You cannot receive the fullness of the promise while your hands and heart are occupied with what no longer belongs. Has felt it. Letting go is not the end of your story. It is the doorway to the next chapter God has already written for you. The next level is not free. Has felt it. It is not something you stumble into by accident or slide into without effort. It comes with a price. Has felt it. And that price will often feel heavier than you anticipated. We love the idea of destiny. Has felt it, but we rarely talk about the sacrifices that destiny demands. Has felt it. You cannot step into the fullness of what God has for you while clinging to the comfort of what is easy. Has felt it. The next level will require you to give up certain habits that waste your time, certain relationships that drain your energy. Has felt it. Certain environments that dilute your focus. It will require you to push past physical exhaustion, emotional fatigue, and spiritual resistance. Has felt it. There will be mornings when you rise before the sun to pray, Nights when you stay up seeking God's direction, has felt it. Days when you turn down invitations because the vision requires your attention, has felt it. It will cost you convenience, and it will cost you the approval of people who don't understand your calling. Sacrifice is not just about losing things, has felt it. It's about willingly trading something lesser for something greater. When you decide to go higher, you can no longer live like everyone else, has felt it. You can't invest your energy into meaningless distractions when your assignment carries eternal weight, has felt it. You will have to say no to opportunities that look good but are not aligned with your purpose, has felt it. You will have to turn away from voices that try to talk you out of your calling. You will have to set boundaries that protect your time. Your mind has felt it, and your spirit. And while those boundaries may offend some people, has felt it. They are necessary if you want to arrive at your destination intact. There is also the cost of isolation. The higher you go, has felt it, the fewer people can go with you. Not everyone has the stamina for the climb, has felt it, and not everyone is willing to pay the same price you are willing to pay, has felt it. This can be one of the most painful sacrifices, realizing that some people you love deeply cannot walk with you into the next season, has felt it. But clinging to them will slow you down, and in some cases, pull you back, has felt it. Sometimes loving someone means letting them stay where they are while you continue forward, has felt it. The price of staying in God's will is higher than the comfort of staying in everyone's company. You must also be willing to let go of your own agenda, has felt it. The next level is not about achieving your personal dreams on your own terms. It is about submitting to God's plan, even when it disrupts your own, has felt it. That means saying yes when he calls you into something that doesn't match your timeline, your preferences, or your expectations, has felt it. It means trusting his route, even when it takes longer than you thought. And it means surrendering control, has felt it, which for many of us is the hardest cost of all. But the truth is his way is always better, has felt it. And every sacrifice you make for him will return to you in ways you could never have orchestrated yourself. The cost will test your resolve, has felt it. It will reveal whether you truly want the promise or if you just like the idea of it. Anyone can dream about the next level, has felt it. But only those willing to lay something down will step into it. You will be tempted to look for shortcuts, has felt it, but shortcuts rob you of the strength and character the journey was meant to build. Paying the full price means enduring the process, has felt it, embracing the stretching and trusting that what God has ahead of you is worth every sleepless night, every closed door, every misunderstood decision, has felt it. And every moment of discomfort along the way, your obedience is never just about you. Every time you say yes to God, has felt it. That yes ripples out into the lives of others in ways you may never see, has felt it. The breakthrough you step into becomes a testimony that ignites faith in someone else, has felt it. The door you walk through becomes a path that others can follow. When you move forward in God's plan, you are not only advancing your own destiny, has felt it, you are unlocking blessings for people who are connected to you, whether by blood, by friendship, or by divine assignment, has felt it. This is why the enemy fights your obedience so hard, because he knows it is contagious. If he can stop you, has felt it. He can stop the chain reaction of deliverance that would have flowed through you. Think about the people in Scripture whose obedience shifted entire generations, has felt it. Abraham left his homeland in obedience to God, and that one act positioned him as the father of nations. Moses returned to Egypt in obedience, has felt it, and through him, a nation was freed from slavery. Mary said yes to carrying a child she did not plan for, and through her obedience, has felt it. Salvation came to the world. None of these people knew the full scope of what their yes would accomplish, has felt it. But they trusted God enough to obey without having all the details. Your next level carries that same kind of weight, has felt it. The people around you may see it as a personal decision, but in heaven's eyes, has felt it. It is a strategic move in a much bigger plan. Obedience also has the power to break generational patterns. When you step into God's plan, has felt it. You can end cycles of fear, poverty, addiction, or unbelief that have plagued your family for years. Has felt it. Your yes can establish a new legacy for those who come after you. Has felt it. Sometimes God calls you to something that feels far beyond your ability, not just to bless you, but to break something off your bloodline. Has felt it. What you endure in this season, what you overcome through faith becomes the foundation of freedom for those who will follow. Has felt it. This is why quitting is never just about you. It impacts those who need the victory you carry. It is also important to realize that obedience plants seeds in places you may never personally harvest. Has felt it. You might be called to start something that another person will finish. Has felt it. You may sow into a vision that someone else will reap the benefits of years later. That does not make your obedience any less valuable. Has felt it. Every winner. God's plan is bigger than one lifetime, and your role in it matters, even if you don't see the full results on this side of eternity. Has felt it. The next level of his plan is not measured only by what you accomplish, has felt it, but also by what you set in motion through your obedience. Your yes can also inspire others to rise up and walk in their calling. Has felt it. People are watching you even when you don't realize it. Your courage to step into the unknown can spark courage in them. Has felt it. Your refusal to give up can fuel their determination. Your faith in the face of uncertainty can strengthen their own belief. In this way, has felt it. Obedience becomes a kind of leadership, not by title or position, but by example. And in a world where many are paralyzed by fear, has felt it. Your willingness to move forward can be the light that guides someone else out of the dark. This is why God will sometimes push you into uncomfortable places. Has felt it. It's not only about stretching your faith, it's about creating a testimony that others can stand on. Has felt it. You may be the first in your circle to step into that level of obedience, but you will not be the last. Has felt it. What you pioneer through faith becomes a road others can travel with less resistance because you cleared the way. Has felt it. And when you understand that your obedience is tied to the freedom, blessing, and destiny of others, it changes how you view the cost. Has felt it. It's no longer just about what you gain. Has felt it. Felt it. It's about what others gain because you were willing to say yes. So now the question is no longer whether God has a plan for your life. It's whether you will move when he says move. Has felt it. Everything you've walked through, every tear you've cried, every battle you've fought has been leading you to this moment. Has felt it. The door to the next level is open, but it will not stay open forever. You cannot keep delaying. You cannot keep negotiating. Has felt it. You cannot keep asking for one more sign. This is the moment to rise, to step out, to lay hold of everything God has spoken over you. Has felt it. The promise is waiting. The time is now. And if you will trust him enough to take the step, has felt it. You will see him do above and beyond anything you have ever dreamed, not just for you, but for every life your obedience will touch.